you?
Good, how are you?
Kelsey, so I haven't seen you in a while. I know you've had a really busy semester, so I really appreciate you coming and taking the time to talk to me. How are you doing today?
Pretty good.
Really?
Yes.
Did you have a good holiday?
Yeah.
That's good.
Fun.
That's good.
Yeah.
So what brings you to my office today?
I have a lot of anxiety.
You have a lot of anxiety.
Yes.
Okay.
And I'm not used to having anxiety.
Right.
But this semester I got really, really anxious and I just feel like I'm a really different person this semester.
Okay. Different how? Do you know?
I have always been able to academically succeed without getting too stressed out, out of the ordinary. I know that some of my friends and we all have a day where we freak out over homework, but lately I feel like I freak out over my academics every day.
Mm-hmm.
And things that used to make me happy don't always make me happy anymore, such as talking to my friends or going to the gym. I just feel like I need to focus on my academics so much that I don't have those people anymore because I'm trying to succeede in my school, and being a nursing major is really hard to me.
Right. Well, Kelsey, you're extremely driven. That's clear that you I feel like you stress out over school because you want to see an end product.
Yes.
Right. But you feel like you're overstressing yourself to a point where you're not enjoying the things you used to enjoy?
Yeah, I feel like it's hard for me to manage my time because if I find something to de-stress me, like finding time to go to the gym, I end up feeling guilty that I'm not spending it studying.
Mm-hmm.
And if I want to talk to my friends, I end up feeling like I'm misunderstood because I'm so stressed all the time, and trying to find time to be a good friend, I don't always feel like it's reciprocated in all of my friendships. So then it makes me question my friendships, and it makes me question my family, and because it all surrounds the stress that I have when I'm at school.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I understand how you're feeling. I do. Thank you for talking to me about this. I feel like we can. Are you willing to try different outlets to try to fix your anxiety?
Yeah.
Okay, so you'd be willing to make a plan today?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, let's just talk a little bit more about your daily routine.
Okay.
Okay. So say it's a Monday morning. You had a pretty productive weekend. You did see some friends, but you also did some homework. What's the first thing you do on your Monday morning?
I make breakfast.
Okay. And that's something you feel like you're rushed doing, or something that's your routine?
That's my routine.
Okay.
That's something that I enjoy doing.
Okay, that's a good way to start your week.
Yeah. So I enjoy doing that, and I usually have Mondays a writing day. We have a lot of writing classes, so I usually work on my papers and stuff because I usually have some kind of written assignment due every Monday.
Mm-hmm.
So it may not be that it's not done, I handed something in, but just to start revising it because it's probably not the final product.
Okay.
And then I go to class Monday afternoon, and then I come home in between, and then I have another class Monday night.
Okay. So your Mondays are busy.
Yeah.
What do you fit in besides breakfast and besides class?
A lot of homework, really.
Homework. Okay.
Yeah.
So I see how you really are jam-packed with homework.
Yeah.
And this homework, it's stuff that you have to do which do every day. So it's not like you're putting stuff off on the weekends and you're overwhelmed Monday through Friday.
Right. I actually try because of the way my schedule is personally, a lot of my other friends have Wednesdays off. I don't have Wednesdays off. I have a lab and I have work from 5 to 10.
Okay, so you're also working.
Yeah, so I try to go Monday through Friday. I try to be really proactive in all my homework, and I try to really make sure the weekend that I can earn having a good time with my friends.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't always happen.
Right.
Sometimes I end up staying in, and what I'm enjoying doing is staying in with my friends doing homework and then watching a movie with people who kind of understand, which has been the only outlet I've really found that works. But Monday through Friday, even with clinical on Fridays, which is I'm in the hospital for 6 hours Thursday and Friday each.
That's a long day.
Yeah. So, and that's from 4 to 10. And since I'm working 5 to 10 on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, I really don't go home until 10:30, 11 o'clock.
Okay. So you're waking up early and you're going to bed really late, and you have a jam-packed day.
Yeah, Monday's my only day to sleep in, really. Oh no, Wednesday I can sleep in a little bit too. Mm-hmm. I have my lab in the afternoon, and clinicals I go at 4, so I can sleep in a little bit there too. Mm-hmm. And I end up sleeping a lot. That's
good. Do you feel like you have the energy to live a busy day?
Sometimes I do, and sometimes I don't. Mm-hmm. It's honestly a lot of it is based off the anxiety. If it's a busier week than normal, this upcoming week, I have one exam each day, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday,
Mhm.
and then I have clinical Friday. So that's going to be like more anxious, and I probably won't have as much energy because I'll be up all night studying for those things and working really hard
Mhm.
and stuff.
Okay. Well, I've known you for a while. You've been coming to see me for kind of a while now. So I know you. You are a very balanced person,
Mm-hmm.
and you're very driven. I know you're dedicated to your studies, but you're also you're more than just studying. I know you. I know you're a more balanced person. So let's try to find a way, maybe like a plan. If we can't come up with a plan today, maybe we can come up with like more ideas of like how to become more balanced.
Yeah.
Where it's like you also you stay dedicated to your studies and you stay like true to yourself and your grades, but you also like enjoy more of your time with your friends and feel like when you still get your homework done, but you don't feel as anxious about it.
Yeah, I think my main anxiety stems from the fact that I'm used to being a balanced and calm person. I've never felt like anxious before.
Okay. So, do you feel like you might put too much pressure on yourself?
Probably. Yeah.
But the thing is like you're performing well. It's not like your grades are slipping in class.
No, I'm actually doing really well.
That's good news. That's actually great news. I'm proud of you. You don't have much time left in the semester, so that would cause even more anxiety if you were doing less as well as you were doing in school. So like you should be proud of yourself. Like take a minute to just be like right now, like you're happy. You did so well this semester and you're doing well. You're just not doing as like in general in life. You want to be more happy. You want to be more like you want to wake up without that stress. All right, let's find a way to reduce that stress.
Okay.
What's the top 3 favorite things you love to do?
I love shopping.
Okay, shopping.
And
I knew you would say that.
And I really enjoy going to the gym because I like the way I feel afterwards. It's not anything with my body. It's not like I feel like I have any issues with my body. I just feel happy doing some kind of physical
It's
activity.
true. It's scientifically figured that exercising reduces endorphins, and those are great. Those are a huge stress reliever.
Even if I go for like half an hour. So that's something like if I can fit it. And so like I really enjoy going to the gym, and I really enjoy spending time with my friends in general. There's no really like specific thing we like to do together. Just like being with my friends is good.
And so these are things you love to do, but you feel like they've been slipping this semester because of the high demand of your schoolwork. Can I tell you something that works for me sometimes? When I'm feeling like really overwhelmed in school, but I still like would hate like if I'm feeling really overwhelmed in school and I feel that if I went to the gym I would reduce time with my studying, sometimes I would skip the gym and then in response to that I would feel even worse about myself. What I started to do was I started making flashcards or study guides and I used to bring them to the gym. So even if I'm like not getting a hard workout in what I would like enjoy, I'm still studying and I'm relieving stress. If I'm sitting on a bicycle, I know you like bicycle. I said you told me you're taking a cycling class before.
Yeah, I really liked it.
Yeah, you told me that. Maybe you could bring your flashcards on the bike and cycle for like 45 minutes. That way you can still retain information and your brain will be triggered. You'll be focused on your studying and that might help for example on like a very successful week where you feel like you don't have like a full hour to dish out for just the gym. Maybe you could do homework and the gym.
Okay.
Do we think you could try that next week maybe?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, that sounds good. Okay, so the other thing you said you love to go shopping. The shopping is known to release stress too. Literally therapy.
Yeah.
How often a week do you usually shop?
I don't really because like I feel like I have to spend a lot of money on textbooks and I also like don't find the time to go to like a mall and like when I say shopping like my mom and I both can relieve stress just by walking around and seeing things and like just like seeing what's out there. Not really like you don't really have to spend money. We just like to do those kinds of things. And so unless I like can order something online or something like that, then I usually like don't get to like go like browse a store often.
And you need retail therapy.
I mean, I feel like it helps me sometimes just to like walk around and stuff like that.
Do you think you could even like schedule like an hour a week for retail therapy?
Probably, yeah.
Like maybe 1 hour. It would be taking away time from your studies, but it might help you with your studies if you just like, because I know how you said before you do like enjoy shopping, so maybe the retail therapy will help you like relax a little bit before you start a day. Because if you wake up on a Sunday, for example, and the mall usually opens around 10, and if you schedule like an hour of retail therapy, and then you have the entire day if you don't have any other commitments on that Sunday. That could just help you like okay, I got in what I wanted to do. Now let's get back to the grind.
Yeah.
Maybe you could do that. And you said you would miss spending time with like your friends.
Yeah, I feel like there's like multiple issues surrounding that problem
Mm-hmm.
because I live with 5 girls, and
That's a big house, a busy
yeah,
house.
yeah.
Do you guys all get along?
Yeah, it's really like we never fight. Like I've never really had any issues with them. Like everything flows very smoothly. The issue comes about when the it's like I live directly with 2 other girls on one floor and 3 girls live above me on the second floor. And when I spend time with the girls who live above me, they give me more anxiety than I can take because they're so anxious about school as well.
Okay.
That I end up feeling worse when I'm with them, like I'm being the most counterproductive person rather than like I'm under control and like I'm doing well in school. I always feel like I'm not doing enough when I'm around them.
Okay.
So I end up not enjoying myself when I'm with them.
And that makes you more nervous.
Right. And so like then the counterpart of that is, well, the 2 girls I directly live with make me feel great. Like they're fun to hang out with and they're relaxing. And I end up, this is so weird, but I tried this. I ended up, there were 2 exams in the same class. The first exam I studied with my upstairs friends.
Okay.
And I got like a B, which is
okay,
fine.
That's good.
The only thing is with nursing, a 73 is passing, so like a B is just closer to failing.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
So those little details.
Those minor details that get to me sometimes. But then the second exam, I was downstairs with my friends about to start studying, and I studied a few things, and I said, I don't know how much longer I can take this. Like joking around, my friend goes, "Sleep is more important than studying, and your bed looks very warm right now." And I got a 90.
Wow.
So I just feel like when I'm not like overworking myself and like being like the girls upstairs, like anxious over every piece of homework, and I'm more just kind of like trust my judgment and like just like go like sleep and just kind of like, you know, her and I both studied for a little while and then just kind of like trust ourselves and went to bed and got a good night's sleep.
And you got a 90.
And I got a 90,
That's
which makes
awesome.
a big difference from an 82 when you think about how a 73 is passing.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I was so much happier.
I'm sure your human got really strong because of that grade.
Yeah, I felt 10 times better, especially because, you know, you look at the girls who overwork themselves getting 70s, that's failing.
That's to
the nursing
And you
program.
didn't overwork yourself.
No, I felt relaxed, I felt confident, and like meeting with my professors, she said, you know, these kinds of exams, like your thought process when working with it is really good, and there is some like memorization knowledge based kind of things but I clearly knew what I was doing, and so you
trusted yourself.
Right. So it's spending time with people who bring me up rather than make me more anxious. That's really important.
Big deal, especially when you deal with that kind of anxiety. Where I feel like this kind of anxiety comes in waves. Like when you have a stressful week at school, it's up here. Where it's like when you do really well, it's like comes down here and it's good. And then, but it's another thing when you're talking to someone and they're making you just as nervous as you were the week before, so it skyrockets again.
Yeah.
And that just causes like an instability, so it makes you not enjoy everything else.
Right.
Well, would you ever go to the mall or go shopping with your roommates that live on the bottom floor?
Yeah, I actually did in the beginning of the school year because I had some breaks where I didn't have clinical. So I was able to go with my one of my roommates who lives downstairs, and we went to like a mall 30 minutes away from campus. So it was like a day to just get away.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
Well, that kills 2 birds with one stone because you have your retail therapy and you have your friend time conjoined in one.
Yeah.
So that's perfect. Maybe we should do like little things like that more often. And I know it does seem overwhelming because I know finals are coming up and we're all scrambling to get our good grades in, but you can't do well on your finals. You can't perform well if you're overstressed.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So do you think you could try to fit in at least going to the gym twice this week? Even if it's for like 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Bringing with a study guide.
Yeah.
Bringing your study guide. Maybe bring a friend because that can be a friendship time too. And then maybe if you feel like you've done all of your homework, then you've earned a time at the mall. Yeah. And I know you love your coffee too. So
I love getting coffee.
Right. Getting coffee, I know makes you happy because you've told me that before. So, I feel like this might help you like get in perspective that you know yourself. You told me before you didn't overstress it and you got a 90. That's phenomenal. Yeah. And that's because you focused on just like positive vibes around you.
Yeah. I definitely saw a difference, and like it's interesting because when I took the test I really didn't know how I felt about it, but like I didn't really stress out, and when I got my grade back I was like in shock that I did like that well. when you
Mhm.
think about, you know, like,
Because you didn't overstress it.
right,
Right.
yeah.
Well, you're a strong student. You're confident. Maybe you should just do more of that studying with your bottom room, your roommates on the first floor
Yeah.
opposed to the second floor.
Mhm.
Because what do you think makes a difference between your bottom roommates and your second floor roommates?
Well, one of the things is I feel like my bottom floor roommates don't like stress out about school. They don't stress about a lot of things, and they're more driven when they do it like last minute, which is really bad for me to be
Mhm.
around. But my upstairs roommates go like they're polar opposite. They
Mhm.
start studying 2 weeks in advance, and my logic is I don't remember what I studied 2 weeks ago. I
Mhm.
feel like I overwork it into my brain. I end up being less productive in what I'm trying to understand. And I just feel like they feed off of each other, and they feel like they need to be doing homework all the time. And if they're, like how
Mhm.
I feel, if I'm not doing homework all the time, then I'm gonna.
What's like a good routine for you for saying you have an exam on say like a Thursday, you have a Thursday exam.
Okay.
What's like a good routine for you starting on a Tuesday morning
Tuesday morning.
for just like studying for homework?
So Tuesday morning I have to go to class, and Tuesday afternoon I have another class.
Mhm.
So then like that night I go to work, but I'm a tutor. So if I don't have people coming in needing my help, I will start doing studying
Oh,
for that
perfect.
at
So you
there.
can like work and do homework.
Yeah, I've
Okay.
been really lucky having that until like until 10 o'clock.
Mhm.
And when I start getting like overwhelmed with that, I'll try to like focus on other homework. Like if
Okay.
I get overwhelmed with studying, or I'll take my 15-minute break and go get a snack.
Okay.
And I'll come back.
Okay. So those 2 days before an exam, you don't have any time to fit in the gym usually.
Not usually.
Not usually. And what about friend time?
Yeah, like my friends, so it's difficult because Wednesday my friend has to wake up really early to go to clinical.
Mhm.
So she'll leave me a plate of dinner, and I'll heat it up.
Nice. That's
Yeah.
nice.
And I'll usually hang out with like my other roommate from downstairs,
Okay.
and whoever else is like around.
Okay.
Sometimes it's really not that bad to hang out with all the girls together if we're all not like stressing each other out. Like if by the odd chance they're confident in what they're learning or
Mhm.
whatever, it's really easy to hang out with them and
Mhm.
talk and have fun.
Okay.
But sometimes I really just miss my friends from home.
Mhm.
So like sometimes like that friend time is great and everything, but like it gets to the point sometimes where I don't want to study because I'd rather be hanging out with my friends from home. Or I'd rather
like
be
you're
home
missing
relaxing.
them, and like you're overthinking it because you miss
Yeah.
them.
And my friends from home and I never went to school together, so I've never had to stress out when I'm around them, and I feel like that's a big difference.
Mhm. They're like a big stress relief for you.
Yeah, I don't feel stressed out when I'm around them. And when I was like at school getting stressed out about all these things, like I didn't even want to be around them because I felt like I'd be counterproductive because I'm not around them when we're all in school together.
Right.
So I just I just felt like anything I did was taking away from my academics and I was gonna fail.
Mhm. Okay. So let's go back to the schedule before the exam.
Okay.
Do you think that you'd be willing, or do you think you'd be able to like schedule like a little bit of gym time in those study breaks?
Yeah, Wednesday if Wednesday after lab I could like it's also food. Like I need to make sure I eat during the day.
Okay.
Because of like the awkward times of everything. It's
Right.
like, oh, it's not lunch, but it's not dinner. Like, what do I eat?
Weird time.
Yeah, so my lab on Wednesday, I could go to the gym before and
Okay.
things like that.
Okay. Well, Kelsey, we've talked a lot of today,
Mhm.
and I think I see where you're at, and like I feel like you're willing to make a change, or at least improve what you're doing, because we don't want to take away from your determination in school. You want to stay strong in school. You want to be a good student. You have good grades. You're gonna be a nurse. You're gonna be a great nurse one day. Let's just work on more of making sure you're happy and you're willing and you're able to do all these schoolwork and still be happy.
Okay.
So how about next week? I'm not going to see you because of the holiday.
Okay.
So how about next week you try, and do you think we can maybe schedule in about 2 to 3 times going to the gym?
Yeah.
And maybe bring a friend with you, or maybe even if you think you can schedule some time, maybe go to the mall and do some retail shopping, obviously with your coffee. Do you think you can do that?
Yeah.
You think that would make change?
Yes.
Okay. I hope it does, and if it doesn't, or maybe who knows? Maybe it won't make changes first week. Maybe it'll make changes second week. But let's just keep trying.
Okay.
Okay. Awesome. It was good to see you.
Good to see you too.
Thank you.
No problem.